Hey guys, Jeff Markle from Old School Personal Training here. Before we get into the squat video, I challenge all the parents out there to bring your kids into the kitchen with you, into the living room, wherever you happen to be, and I want you to ask them to do a squat. Watch this video with them, show this video to them, and see if they're doing a squat properly. Because I promise you, you want your children to have long, productive lives with no knee injuries, and if you don't watch this, there's a good chance that nobody else is. So, use this video as a guide, and if your children have problems with their squat, message me. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can help correct it. And if not, get it straightened out. Thank you. Hey guys, Jeff Markle here with Old School Personal Training and Self-Defense. Today I want to talk to you about squats. Squats is one of those things that for me, it's probably one of the hardest things as a personal trainer to teach people how to do squats properly. And what I mean by doing them properly is to keep yourself from getting hurt. Okay, you got a lot of people in here with knee injuries, with all sorts of different problems, and foot problems and ankle problems and back issues. Like myself, I have back issues. And all those things combined sometimes can make a squat very, very, very difficult. That's why, for the most part, you do not see a lot of older people doing squats. You see them doing leg presses and extensions and curls and things like that, those are great. But the squats is what we're going to go over today because they're a very important part of any sort of exercise regimen, especially when you're doing legs. So let's go over a few things. All right, here we are at the Smith machine. Now, the reason we're at the Smith machine is very simple, is that the Smith machine I can control. I can control where I'm at, I can control where my feet are going, and the Smith machine is just going up and down, it's not going forward and back. So what I try to do in the Smith machine is to show you sideways here, is I want the bar and my ankles, or basically in the middle of my foot, to be the same line, okay? So I want to squat like this. Okay, straight down and straight up. So I can really control that here on the Smith machine, because what you want to do is you want to put your feet right here where these bars come down. Okay, the middle of your feet right here. Okay, you don't want to be on your tiptoes back here, and you don't want to be out here leaning back. You just want to be right in the center. Okay, let me show you a couple. Right here, shoulder width apart. Maybe a little more in shoulder width, and I point my toes out very slightly because I want my knees traveling out. I don't want my knees traveling in, I want them traveling out. It's going to allow me to go a little deeper in my squat. Okay, right here, pull straight down, head up, and driving up. Okay, when I drive up, I'm not pushing on my toes. Okay, I'm pushing in the middle of my feet to my heels, and I'm really driving it straight up. Okay. A lot of times when people are doing squats, you see them, they leaning forward and they're this way and this way. Remember, it's driving up, driving up, driving up. Let me see it again. Right here, elbows down, nice and tight. It's not on my neck. I'm just resting. I can move my head around if I want. Lift my head up, and straight down, straight up. Straight down, and straight up. There's a lot of people on the internet doing excellent squats with tremendous amount of weight. But as far as being a personal trainer, by far, that is one of the hardest things there is for me to teach. Let me take you out to the open floor and I'll show you some open squats. Okay guys, here we are out in the open floor. This is the best place to learn to do proper squats. I'll be honest with you, I see a lot of people trying to do squats with weight and they can't really do a proper squat in the open. So what I mean by proper squats again is one that's not going to hurt you, one that's not going to give you injury, one that's going to help you if you have knee problems, if you have back problems, to be able to do a proper squat, to work your legs like you should without injury. So let me show you. First thing I do is I get sideways to the mirror. That way I can see where my knees go, guys, because if my knees come up over here, that's not good, okay? I don't want my knees traveling out over my toes like that. They can go to the edge of them, that's okay, that's not a big deal, but you sure don't want your knees traveling out way over your feet, because what happens is the angle is all wrong, okay? And suddenly this is the breaking point, and that's not what you want. When you do a squat out in the open, stand up straight, and remember, if I don't bend my knees, you can't bow into a squat. You have to bend your knees. So if I don't bend my knees, I'm not going to get as deep as I need to be. So I'm right here, I come straight down, I come straight up, okay? It's almost like, I tell my clients, it's almost like you're sitting down on a toilet and you realize that it's ice cold and you're standing up. I know that seems a funny sort of example, but guess what? It works. You come down here like this, and you're standing up. You're coming down, and you're standing up. You're coming down, and you're standing up. You guys, you can do these all day long, and I'm telling you, just the body resistance alone, when you're doing them perfect, they'll work you, okay? Squats are super important. In any sort of athletic movement, I'm telling you, squats is where it's at. And you also want to make sure that you go at least 90 degrees down. As you can see, I'm going well past 90. Yay for me. But you don't have to. You can go right here to 90. Boom. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Right to 90. Okay? But I probably do, I probably do 1,000 squats in here a day. And that's the number one thing that I have to teach my clients more than anything is squats. How to do a squat properly. So hopefully I've helped you be able to understand the mechanics of the squat. The other thing you can do is use a wall. You come right over here to the wall. You put your hands up on this wall, just like that. You put your feet down, and you do a squat just like this. Okay? What I'm doing here, hopefully you guys can see this, is I'm using the wall as a guide to keep me from leaning forward and hitting the wall. I'm right here, okay? And standing straight up. All right? It's another real easy way to do it. The other thing you can do to strengthen that part of your body and strengthen your glutes and strengthen, every part of your leg is a wall, good old-fashioned wall sit. So you get your feet out here like this, you come down, you're 90 degrees, okay? You want to be like this. You don't want to be back here like this, and you don't want to be out here like this pushing, okay? You want to be straight, just like this, straight down, okay? Right like here, all day long. Just sit here and let it eat. I hope these tips have helped you. Like I said, squats, do them properly. Don't get sloppy with a squat. If you get sloppy with a squat, you're going to end up hurting yourself. It's not worth it. I'm Jeff Markle from Old School Personal Training and Self-Defense, and that's your tip. Thank you.